Direct Show. We're back in here in the main speaking hall, and standing behind my shoulder back here is Ashley and Stewart from Restoration Farms. Ashley and Stewart Klaus, and they're talking about homeschooling, and they're talking about some things on homestead and things of that nature. You want to pay attention. These folks really know what they're doing. They're really good experts. Just a little sample of what you can get here at the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous, McAlester, Oklahoma.
Some people might want to homeschool for academic rigor, like they want higher quality education.
Okay.
And other people might want really different education. They're not concerned with books. They want their kids to excel in being a good person and, having a good life. Like, that is really more important to them than the academics. So whatever your goals are, it's really important to figure that out. And it's going to be different for everyone. So what were you, where were you going with this?
So think about, I think as parents, because, it's the parent really that's deciding, should I homeschool, should I not homeschool? And also, of course, the child should be involved in that as well. A lot of times when the switch is made, the child, finds that they adjust to it very well. They like it a lot more. And, of course, they want interaction with their same friends they had and so forth. That's understandable. But just think about a child and the human mind. Okay, when a baby is born and we teach it these things, do we have formal lessons? Do we have curriculum teaching the baby how to walk or how to crawl or how to speak or how to eat? We just show them and they watch us and they model it, right? So they acquire that in their minds. Also with language, we don't have formal language lessons. You don't sit down with your native language in English or Spanish or whatever and start teaching your baby how to speak those words in a formal way, like out of a book, do you? You just explain it and the child picks up on it. So the highest language acquisition of the human brain is actually at 10 months old. And so as far as acquiring languages, the rate at which words are assimilated and sorted into meaningful patterns is the highest at 10 months of age. And that's why when it's, when you're older, it's harder to learn languages, right? Because part of it's your vocal cords have already set, but it's also the connections in your brain. But there's so much neuroplasticity in the child's brain when it's little, you can teach them a lot of things. A lot of people freak out about mathematics or English or, how am I going to teach this or that or the other thing? Oftentimes with as little as 50 contact hours in the subject, you can teach them all that they need to be self-learners, to know as much as they need to do to learn more. For example, if you learn to teach the child how to read, right? If they learn how to read, can't they learn other things beyond just the reading aspect? Yes, that is a tool that enables them to learn more. The same thing can be done for mathematics, for example. So dads and moms, have you ever noticed that your kids always want to help you out when you do things? Like whether you're making a meal, right? And they want to go get the ingredients, they want to dump them in, they want to stir it, whatever it is. Or say you're building something, dads, they want to use your tools or they ask you lots and lots of questions. That's learning, that's engagement. Okay, so there's a real aspect of just actual language and communication. And that's a huge value in homeschooling is just that relationship. So learning and knowledge information is like passing along a bridge, but there has to be that bridge there. I would say that bridge is the relationship that allows the learning to take place, right? You'll have people that will never learn mathematics because they hated their mathematics teacher, right? Oh, he didn't like me. And so they develop an aversion to the subject as a result. The relationship is very important, and you have that automatically.
Right, so that's a really big reason why people might homeschool is that relationship. They want responsibility. Parents are naturally the ones that know their children the best and want the best for them, right? So they're great to be teachers of their own kids because of that. Now, if I had a kiddo who was not developing normally, I would be aware of that and I would find help, right? And you can do the same thing with homeschooling. So like if I had a kiddo who wasn't walking by the time they were supposed to be, maybe they need some help that I'm not trained to give. Then I go find that. The same can be true with our homeschooling. If you're beyond your depth with the subject matter, or like with dyslexia or speech pathology or any of that, all of those services are available to you, even as homeschoolers. So you can get that help that you need. So that's one. Another one is neurotypical kids.
There we go. Just a little bit of the information you can gain here. They're talking about common concerns and myths with homesteading and talking about available resources and how homeschooling teaching as a parent, you have a better connection with your kids and a better connection of understanding. So again, just some of the great information you can learn here from experts like Stewart and Ashley Klaus of Restoration Farm. And with that, we're going to move on to our next speaker and see what else we can find for you here at the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous.